Imagine you've just made the trip to get your old truck back for the next job, and as much as you like trying new things every now and then, there's no place like home. Welcome to Truck Sim Diaries. In this video series, I record my Euro Truck Simulator 2 gameplay, and I use it as a backdrop for my unscripted thoughts on what's going on in my life and the world around me. Sometimes I will have a lot to say. Sometimes I will just comment on the gameplay, and sometimes I'll just be quiet. Either way, I'm glad you're here. So let's take a look at what kind of parking lot this is, and what the next job has in store. And we're back to Kalamata. We're back in the beautiful Scania S. Big old truck. And we are doing a olive oil run from Kalamata, Eliarchos back to Kavala.
Drive safe.
We're going to try to drive safe.
Keep left and then turn left.
You want to take a look at the map? We're not very far off. We're here, like what is downtown Kalamata, and we're going to go to Eliarchos, pick up the cargo, and we're going to drive all the way up here to Kavala on the east side. Drop off point is Villco. So it's back to the good old times. Let's lift some axles. We're gonna get out of here. And we're gonna do some laboratory stuff with the fuel consumption this time. Hold on, let me step out and show you. So I switched the wheels up a little bit. Last time we had dual wheels here on the back on the lift axle. This time we only have a single wheel. So hopefully it's gonna help it a little bit with the fuel consumption to not have as many wheels on the ground, because we're not pulling anything super heavy, so we don't really need the two rear axle dual setup. But we'll see. First thing we gotta do is get out of this parking lot. And it looks like this is a good spot. It is evening in game and in real life as well.
Turn left.
Kids are about to go to sleep, and I've had a very productive day today. It feels like got a lot of stuff done. I had a parent-teacher meeting. Kids are back to school, like they're just starting their semester. It is well, it's September 2025, so we're not, they've been back to school for quite a while, but today was the first kind of meet up with my daughter's got a new teacher, and she's kind of half happy with that, because her old teacher was the teacher she had for the last couple of years was really good for her. It's a young woman, and she's 9, so, and she's kind of always been she learns a lot from other young women, so it's been good to have a good female role model for her in school. But this time her new teacher's an old man, and I don't think that's bad or anything. He seems like a good guy. What are these guys doing here? They're just kind of, this feels like some kind of, that's weird. Anyway, this teacher seems like a good guy. He's a very kind man, so that's good. She well, she doesn't have much contact with her grandfather on my side, my dad, because he's kind of out of the picture. And
Go
her
straight on.
grandfather on her mother's side is not... He's around, but they're not overly close or anything. So I think it could be good also for the boys in the class to have a to kind of have a man in the room. I don't think it can hurt. These guys are a little all over the place, and nothing bad can come from a firm hand.
Keep left.
Well, we'll see what comes of it. However, this guy told me that,
Take the third exit.
like he introduced himself, and he says, well, I guess it's the fuck. Oh, let's go take a look. Was that shit on me? Yep, like. Come on, man. We'll see what the stats say. If it was on me, it's going to be on the record. If it wasn't, then it's not going to be. Anyway, this guy, this new teacher,
Exit.
he kind of told his life story, very briefly, of course. Like, he didn't go into any major details, but he mentioned, like, just quickly that he's been working as a teacher for 24 years or whatever.
Caution. Please mind the speed.
And previously he was a bus driver and a truck driver, and then he kind of moved on, and I was like, wait, hold on. Can we stop here for a... I didn't, of course. But,
Caution.
yeah, I'm surely
Please watch
gonna
the
ask
speed
him
limit.
about it. I'm very curious to hear. Like, my daughter told me that he drives buses every now and then, like as a side gig. And I kind of asked her about it, and it seems like, from what I can gather, that he drives coaches every now and then. But I didn't know that he used to be a truck driver as well. So that's gonna be interesting. We'll see what he has to say about it. And I'm always interested to pick the mind of pick the brain of a truck driver, I guess.
Keep left.
And I guess today's going to be a little bit of a night drive. And that's nice. I haven't done any
Get
longer
ready to turn left.
night drives in a while.
Turn left.
And I'm still feeling the withdrawal effect of the truck show. I've been thinking about it a lot. Like, it was a little unreal to be there, and I kind of feel like
Get ready to turn left.
well, I look forward to doing it again.
Turn
Next year, I put up a subscription for the magazine to kind of, I don't know, read about truck stuff. But I look forward to doing it again next year. And I kind of wish that, I don't know, in a way I wish I would have stayed a little longer. I mean, we all got stuff to do and places to be, but yeah, I wish I would have stayed. Just a little longer than I did. I saw everything, but yeah, still. How are we doing for gas? We're good for 800 kilometers. We could go for gas here, and then we probably won't have to go for any more gas during the trip. Yeah, let's do that. Let's fill her up here, the regular place. Yeah, we know the staff here.
Finding a new route.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to break the law. It says no exit here, but I know
Turn
for
left.
sure that that's the way I'm gonna take to kind of get out of it. All right, let's step outside. Tank is full. Let's just take a quick look at this night sky, or the sunset rather. Hey, we are so fortunate that we get to do this. Alright, let's go before anyone sees us.
Recomputing. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
And where do you think we should go after this? We've still got a good big portion of the Eliarchos contract left. I think we've only done like 3 sections, which is 3 back and forths. And this is going to be the 4th, and I think it's like a 6 in total. Let me take a look. While I'm driving, that's clever. We got this one, and then 3 more back and forths. So 6 drives in total. And after that, I figured we'd end it with 1 shipment of olive oil. And I think it's time to leave Greece. What do you think? Oh, and I am nailing the social events. Like, I am becoming this, fairly social creature. Like, I've lost count on the stuff
Get
because,
ready to turn
you know how I told you I nailed August, early in August? Well, I've done a bunch. I was out last weekend with
turn right.
a colleague friend of mine. We used to work at the same place, but he quit. He was with me. We studied like the electrician stuff together, and yeah, we had some catching up to do. He's been through this. He's been through this divorce, and fucking and the ex-wife is a piece of work.
Get ready.
But I'm
turn
really
right.
glad to have him like out of it.
Turn right.
So finally, he left that situation. I guess that's the nicest thing I can call her. I'm just glad he's out. So we went out for, well, I guess I had kind of a cheat day, because we went out for burgers and beers. And we had a good long talk, like, oh, all over the place here. We had a good long talk about life and stuff, and what's been going on, like what's new, what's, you know, what have I been up to, what has he been up to. And going into this, I got this other friend at work that I talked to you about earlier. Her and me, we kind of talked that she has this friend who's not really seeing anyone right now. And, well, my friend, technically, well, he's not seeing anyone either, so we figured let's create some opportunities, you know? Let's open some doors. Let's bring some horses to the water and see if they want to drink. Well, let's just say you can call me fucking Cupid, because the plan, it went very well, and my man, he needed that. So it was a great night.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
See this balcony here? We need to make sure that the trailer doesn't hit the trailer hits the balcony. Well, there, we're good.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Here we are. Old Eliarchos out of form.
Finally, we are here.
But yeah, man, my practicing and you know, hyping myself up for doing social stuff, it really has worked a lot. It's really worked really well, because I felt pretty energized when I was planning for like getting ready to do it. I didn't feel like I wanted to bail. I mean, I've chosen the best kind of people to do it with, so, you know, that sure as hell helps. But still, like, I'm actually really proud of myself, because this is something that I normally would, you know, have a bit of a hard time doing. But it's been, you know, it's been pretty easy to get these things done, and I can feel that it is really like it is really good for me to do these things. How do you like this parking job, by the way? It's pretty effortless. Alright, let's load it up. Cargo's loaded?
Let's do this.
Let's do this. And my workout
Turn
is it's going really well. We're in next week, so on Mondays I increase my weights, and that was only yesterday. So I do a 5-day-a-week workout: Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is 4 days in a row, and then I got one rest day and then one workout, and then one rest day, which is on Friday, because Friday's nice to rest.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
And it was really nice to put on some more weight on the dumbbells and the barbells for my weight training. The idea is to do as many repetitions as I can. So lift heavy enough to be able to do 8 to 10, but not more. All right, let us put some axles down, and then we're gonna reset our fuel economy counter, and then we'll kind of see where we end up. You will be able to see this number here go down. Hopefully we're at 130 liters per 100 kilometers. But that's going to change pretty soon. All right, we got 879 kilometers to go for this run. Estimated time of arrivals in 40 minutes of real world time. It's going to be longer than that because we always go longer. It's 1 o'clock at night. In-game. So it's probably going to be, for the most part, it's going to be pretty quiet driving. Hopefully we're going to be able to hook up on the highway pretty soon to get our fuel economy cooking. And also, hopefully it's not going to be as much traffic as it is during the day, so we can just kind of, I hope we can coast on through to get some better fuel economy out of it.
Turn left.
Also, I'm going to practice on turning off the, be a bit more active in turning on and off the cruise control, because the cruise control will not do the best job to save fuel. Like, it'll slow down to hold the speed limit, and sometimes I'm going to let it roll just a couple kilometers per hour above the speed limit, because that'll help with the, because if in a, like, when we're going downhill, I'm just gonna let it roll and accelerate a little bit past the speed limit, because then we can carry that momentum into the next hill or whatever, and we won't need to waste energy on slowing down and then speeding back up. So hopefully we can carry the momentum through.
Get ready to turn right.
Kind of see where we end up.
Turn right.
And like, it's nice to drive at night. Like, it's, we got these nice headlights, and it's nice to be like, I like the dimness of it, but the night lighting in the game is, man, it could use some work, if I'm gonna be completely honest.
Turn right.
But, maybe it'll get better someday. Night driving is not my absolute favorite. I know some guys, talk about online about the game. I know some of them really loves night driving in general, and I used to do that when I was younger. When I got my first car, this was in early 2000s. I got a black hatchback. It wasn't, it was a Nissan Almera GTI. It was a really cool car, for my standard back then. It was black, and I had black rims or black spokes and the like chromed, you know, rim.
Caution. Please watch the speed
And I
limit.
thought it was the coolest car ever. And I used to, at that time, I used to work security, and my schedule, like, I was very young. I was in my early 20s, you know? So I used to not have that much to do. Like, I had time off in the middle of the week. Like, my schedule was all over the place. Like, I was taking shifts right, left, and center. And it could be anything, like driving around patrolling an area, or just sit in a bank and just watch it overnight for various reasons. You know, I was down for anything and everything. I love I miss so many parts of that job because I got to see so many places that I'm not allowed to, you know, enter. And the schedule was like all over the place, and I had to have, you know, I would rather, at the time I was just work hungry, you know, because work was more fun than just being off and not making money. So, but I had to have some time off every now and then, and I used to drive at night a lot because I took a lot of night shifts, so I was on a night schedule. And if I'm off for, like, say I work nights for 4 or 5 nights in a row, and then I'm gonna work even more nights, and I'm off for 2 days, I'm not gonna, at that time I didn't, you know, change my, you know, sleep cycle back to normal hours or whatever you would call it. And at that time, I didn't, you know...
Please mind the speed limit.
There were certain times in that time of my life that I didn't have anyone to spend the nights with, so... A lot of times I just went for drives at night just to see what was going on, just be out driving and listening to music in the car. So, like... And I can kind of miss that sometimes because there was a certain sensation of freedom attached to that. However lonely that, you know, there's a lot of things that you can do that makes you feel even more lonely. And I guess that's one of the, you know, lonely things to do, is just go for a ride all by yourself. But I think maybe that was when, like, you know, I started to really feel how driving can, you know, calm me down. And I really missed it, like just going for a drive, because, well, you know, life changes so much, and the opportunity to just go for a drive at night just disappears because, you know, I stopped working night shifts. I got a wife and who works normal hours, so I want to work normal hours too, you know? Because I want us to have time off together, because it's beautiful. And thankfully we can do that. We have like identical schedules, and we have identical summer vacations, and we have everything's just perfect. And I have kids, so I can't just up and leave at night. So, you know, there's a lot of reasons why I can't do that. But yeah, I miss it. City lights. But thankfully I have this. Scratches that itch for sure.
Keep right.
I guess that's it for the night, huh? Sun is coming up. The fuel economy is it's not the best yet. I'm working on I'm working on it. We're only carrying 19 tons. So I feel like we should be doing better than this. Yeah, and it's September. And autumn is here. I guess. We've had some great weather. It's not really cold yet. It is cooling down though. And I have this latent love of being outdoors in the woods. It kind of comes and goes though. Kind of more than any other of my hobbies and interests. Well, I guess maybe not though. Like, you know how I like well, scratch that. You know how I love mountain biking? Like, I have this fantastic mountain bike. It is a trail bike, just beautiful, beautiful, fantastic thing. And well, I haven't touched it all year. I did a lot more paddling, and I did, you know, weight training, but the mountain bike just kind of didn't, I don't know why. I didn't feel like it this year, I suppose. And I guess that's kind of what it's like with, you know, my outdoorsman personality. I like to go outdoors with some firewood and some food, a pot of coffee, just make a fire. I don't do any bushcraft stuff or anything like that, but yeah, love that stuff. And I can really feel that coming back. I can't wait to get out into the woods, just both with friends and loved ones, with my kids, and also go out alone. Just go for a 20k walk, 10k walk with the stuff, just clear my mind. I used to do that a lot, and then it kind of fell away, and then it kind of comes and goes, like I said, but just going away, being out all day. That is, I look forward to that a lot. And I don't do it during the summer. I guess, like, you know how I keep coming back to my autism? I got one. Like, I am not self-diagnosing myself with autism or anything, but I do have some traits that show up regularly on the autism spectrum, and one of them is the I can't stand the sensation of tall grass and or insects on my skin. It'll just, you know, it's not my bag of treats.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can roll it a little bit here. We got a problem because we got a car to the left of us and we got this truck in front of us. I just wish that we could have, well, I guess we'll see kind of how. But you can see
the speed limit.
the fuel economy is getting better. Yes, I can't wait to do the outdoorsy stuff now that, you know, autumn is here. Uh-oh. We need to start thinking about rest. Can we make something out here? Oh yeah, Lumia is coming up. See it down in the right corner. GPS there? We should be able to find something in Lumia, I think. I've been doing some work with the YouTube channel, as you've seen, with some new graphics and stuff like that. I started because I want to kind of. I've been debating like what my goals are with this little project here. I'm doing very well on what I kind of want to get out of it, because I want to have a place to journal. I want to save my thoughts for. Like jot down my thoughts to kind of, because it really helps me to clear my mind. Like if I have something that I want to talk about, I can kind of crystallize it. Here, the last example of like, you know how, you know, it's just an example of kind of how my brain works, I suppose. But last episode or the episode before that, I don't really remember when it was. So I talked about how I how mechanics change their seats in the car, and just by talking about it, I kind of figured out why just by talking about it. And that is kind of telling, because fuck, I want to sleep, but let's take a look at the map. I need to pull over, find a place to sleep. I can't sleep here because it's a garage, and I gotta own it to sleep there. Alright, let's take a look. So we're here. Oh, we can sleep. Oh, we can sleep here. That's fine. That's perfect.
Let's go.
So one of the good things about journaling is that you can kind of try your ideas out loud. And that's good. That's a good thing to do. And it is a good thing for me to do. And I long for this. Like I want to do it, you know, every now and then, like every once a week or so, to kind of just get this time for myself to just speak freely on topics that are just on my mind without having to, you know, think about who's listening. I don't have to cater to an audience, even though, like, you know, I love that you're here to listen to me talk. But you don't have to, and it's your choice. And that's really, you know, that is the sweet spot for kind of the setting that I want for this. However, I also want to, you know, I also want to,
Right, and then
you know, be able to
right.
offer this kind of company. Like, I've told you this a couple times already, but I'll say it again. Like, I was listening to this guy play Euro Truck Simulator and talk about his life. Just like what I'm doing now. And I really enjoyed it because, you know, I felt that, you know, I had some company. Let's rest a bit. We're getting some rest. And at noon we wake up. And we need to take a leak. Thankfully, there's a rest stop here. Can you imagine living this life? Just having to trust these bathrooms for go time. Maybe it's great. It's 12:30. And it's time to go. So, like, as far as me getting what I want, it's I'm checking that box. However, I don't feel like, so I used to have, you know, 60-ish views. I don't really care much about views. Like, that is not one of my goals, to see number go up. It would break my heart to see that I got like 1,000 views once. That wouldn't give me anything. Just I'm not interested in that. What I want to reach, I want to kind of reach the people who would need this. You know, I want to reach you. And I don't know what's the best way to do that. My plan is to just keep doing it and and let the algorithm do its thing, you know? And I'm perfectly happy with that. As a side project, though, I started a Instagram account. I only upload the shorts that I kind of upload here, so it's if you're watching them, you know, you're not missing out. But yeah, that's been fun. You know, making little short clips is also good for me because I get to kind of do something a little bit creative. And doing something creative is good for the monkey brain. So I can kind of, because making one of these is like, that is a huge, you know, that is a huge creative thing for the monkey brain. But I don't always have the time, you know, so it's been really fun for me to make these, you know, the shorter clips. And hopefully, you know, I can catch someone who's like, oh, I've been, you know, I want more of this or whatever. That's a plan with it anyway. We'll see what kind of comes of it. I've noticed a slight increase, but nothing major. And I don't know if I want major, to be honest. Like, I don't know what I would do if something would blow up, you know? I don't really know if I could. If I know for sure that I'm not ready for that. And also, like, the, like, I tried looking into, like, places where I kind of hang out and just post some videos there or whatever, but it seems like I'm not very into all the internet stuff. I don't know all the codes of conduct on everything, and I'm not down on, like, anything that, you know, I don't know how stuff works, really. But I've noticed that people pushing their YouTube's you know, their YouTube channels, that is like a torrential amount of people do that. So like every space that I found, like I'm thinking like, well, maybe, you know, maybe the subreddit of trucking or truck sims, or maybe the subreddit of loneliness or whatever would be interested. Like I could, you know, drop a video there and see if anyone, you know, if it catches. But that is not a good idea at all, because everyone is very tired of people pushing their YouTube channels, and I didn't know that, but I know that now. Jesus, like those guys did not appreciate, you know, me posting links. So lesson learned. There's no fast track here. But on the other hand, like, for me, when I find the guy, I don't remember his name. It is not Squirrel, because a lot of people have been telling me it's Squirrel that I'm talking about, and it is definitely not. It was some other guy. He didn't have a big YouTube channel at all. He was very small time, and this was like in 2009. Anyway, what happened then was I found his page, and then I found, you know, when you find something that you like and you sell it and it has a backlog, that's fucking, you know, that's nice. I like that. And so hopefully I can, you know, I can offer a rich backlog to whoever finds this whenever they find it, you know. You think they can hear the song from way over there? Yeah, I hope they can. I think they can. I started drinking tea. Wow, Jesus, that was like a huge thing. I forgot to talk about it. It is like it is the biggest thing that has happened to me in a week, at least. Like I started drinking espressos this summer. I love an espresso, but I started kind of geeking out on it a little bit, and I want to get an espresso machine. That's the end goal of this coffee adventure. I've been drinking coffee my entire life, and coffee is like the only, it is the only foodstuff that or at least I and many others like me, that you finish even though you don't really like it. Like you get a bad, cup of coffee, you go oof, and then you don't go oof and then pour it out. You go oof, and then you still fucking finish it, and that's fucking stupid. Like, why would you? I mean, because of caffeine? Like, yeah, but... really? I don't know. So, I kind of cut out coffee. Bad coffee, at least. I will have an espresso when there's, when I have the ability to have an espresso, which I don't always do. So I got this really nice, for me at least, I went to this tea shop that has like a good million different teas, flavors, I don't know. And I was like, hey, lady, or whatever, I'm new to this, I don't know where to begin. And she was like, well, these are the kind of teas that we recommend to a beginner. And I'm like, good. Let's go to the other end of the spectrum. Like, give me the really, difficult, heavy flavors. And she was, her face lit up. She was very cute. She was like, oh, I see you're, well, I guess I'm a man, or whatever. And she pulled out this coffee that I don't remember the name of, but it is smoky, like, it smells like you're by a fire. And man, like, this fucking tea, it is one of the best things I've ever had in my entire life. And so I got a bag of this, and I bring like a thermos of hot water in my work car. So I have this, I can have tea time. And like, oh, I can't wait. Every time I'm like, we keep seeing this. This is a texture error truck. We keep seeing this a lot. I don't know what it is. So I'm like, I'm longing to get back to the car because that's where the tea is. So, and like in the morning, I don't have it at home because it really does smell like, it really smells like you're by a fire. But yeah, it's a fantastic tea. And I got some other flavors that are also really nice, but this one is like a, I want to have this in my life forever. My smoky tea. And I've been scoffing at tea for my entire life like a moron. But I have been missing out. And I feel like I need to kind of catch up, I also started sitting down when I pee. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That wasn't even funny. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But what didn't happen, and what I was also hoping would happen, is I was hoping I would see some changes to being without caffeine, because there was this gap between me not drinking coffee and me drinking tea instead. So it was I want to say it was like a week or a week and a couple days at least, where I was completely without caffeine. And I couldn't tell any difference. There was no difference. I didn't have a headache. I wasn't more tired. I wasn't less tired. I wasn't anything. There was no difference. And I was a little disappointed because I wanted to have I was expecting a hard time and then being better off, getting better sleep or something like that, but no. Nothing. No difference. It's like it's like caffeine doesn't have any. I have been expecting this because I don't have to have a cup of coffee in the morning or anything like that. And I mean I drink about a liter of coffee every day at least. So that's, 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup between, breakfast and lunch, I suppose, at like 9-ish. And then after lunch, and then in the afternoon, and then after dinner. So, a couple cups of coffee every day. Nothing crazy or any crazy amounts or anything, but it was not nothing. But still, it was, there was no effect. And I've never felt like, that I'm tired and I need something to wake me up. There's just nothing like that. So I'm actually a little disappointed because I was looking forward to a struggle because I have been, changing a lot of things in my life back and forth. Or all over the place, I should say, lately. And I kind of wanted to change this too, but it wasn't really... I changed it, but there was, wasn't really any difference. So I don't know what you all are talking about.
Keep right.
Our fuel economy is getting a little bit better. We're at 31.1. Sorry. I guess we're coming into Kavala. Are we in Kavala now? No. We still got 8 minutes to go. Well, maybe we are. I don't know. Doesn't say. Kavala. Or whatever. Kavala is straight forward. Yeah, we need to go left here. We're not there yet, but I guess we're getting close. I don't know if that city exists in real life. I mean, I guess it does because it's here. I haven't looked into it, but there's this game called Arma 3, and this game, it also has a city called Kavala, and that is made up. So I don't know what's going on here, but there's something about this place that's suspicious. Think we could ask ChatGPT while I drive? Is Kavala a real place? Yes. Kavala is a real city in northern Greece, located on the Aegean Sea. Hold on, let me get this lane assist going. And then yeah, here we go. It is the second largest city in the region of Eastern Macedonia and Thrace, and it has a long history dating back to ancient times. Kavala is known for its port, Ottoman aqueduct, Byzantine castle, and a gateway to the island of Thasos. Do you want me to give you some historical background or some more modern city description? Well, I mean, I think that's fine because I can barely drive when I read, so I'm just gonna put the phone away. Oh, and do you want a screen time report? Well, one of the best decisions I ever made in my life was to put the phone away. I heard someone who supposedly knows what they're talking about, said that when we're scrolling on our phones, we get these, quick dopamine releases. We all know this. That's why we do it. That's why it feels so good. However, he was talking about how when you do that, when you get these small dopamine releases, you sabotage all your other dopamine releases. And I felt that was kind of sad. And for me, I think that that's kind of made sense because ever since I started putting the phone away, like not fiddle with it at all. I don't even watch the news. I don't read. Once a day I'll like look up my messages and stuff. But I don't scroll anything. And it's even less like I thought I was gonna do some of it, but I don't want to anymore. Because I want to do other things. I want to just sit and just think. I look forward to that a lot every day. I'm like, after everything's done, to have a cup of tea and just sit down and think for a little bit. That gives me great amount of joy. So I guess I've rewired, he was talking about that, how you kind of rewire your dopamine system so that when you don't get these quick little dopamine fixes from your phone, you will get dopamine from other things. Day-to-day things, like cleaning your kitchen, which gives me a lot of joy. Or sitting with a cup of tea and just watching the steam rise from it. Just smelling the freshly brewed drink. Just basic, very simple stuff like this. Gives me a tremendous amount of joy. And I feel not to be cliche or anything, but I really feel freed from it. We need to overtake this Balkan loco. He's not very loco. He may be Balkan, but at that speed, it's not loco. Let me show you loco's son. So yeah, that's the scroll report. It is doing better and better. No screen in bed, no screen, just no screen. Or phone,
Keep
rather.
right,
I do have
and
this
then
screen.
exit right. Exit right.
And there's so much more time because you're not wasting that time. I'm not wasting that time with my phone. Who knew there's that much time? Look at this coming into the city on the height like this. It's beautiful.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
is one of my favorite cities in the game.
Turn right.
Just coming into it like this is just such a nice drive. And the way it made it just look alive like this, it's just gorgeous.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
And I got a weird, probably, maybe, we'll see. I got a weird thing happening next week. My wife and kids are gonna go visit her mother and father in another city. So unless something crazy happens, like someone gets a cold or anything, or falls and hurt themselves, or, you know, God knows what can happen. You know, I might get some time for myself, and that was a long time ago. I haven't done
Go
that
straight
in,
on.
oh, it feels like a year. They used to do that every now and then, you know, earlier, but that was a long time ago. And it's a little, like, I know for me it's a little weird, because I'm struggling with like two thoughts at the same time, because on the one hand,
Go straight on.
I am very much looking forward to some time alone. Like, everyone wants that. Everyone needs that. I need that. Like, I really do. And, you know, the build-up for something like this is nice, because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do, you know, I'm gonna do all the things that I can't do, you know, when my family's home. And, you know, there's not a lot of things that I can't do when, you know, when my family is home. I'm not, you know, I'm not suffering through this life wanting to do, you know, wanting to do a lot of, having these things that I just long for that I can't do because I'm weighted down. It's not like that at all. Because, like, the other, you know, the other side of this is that when they leave, I only want them to come back as soon as possible. I don't want them to be away at all. And I end up, you know, being miserable throughout the whole thing. And that's not good. Like that's a waste of the whole opportunity. Like I'm supposed to enjoy it. I'm supposed to do the things that, you know, make me, you know, just focus on me, you know? But it's really hard. However, I need to work on that. Like I need to you know, I need to focus on me. I need to make sure that I don't, you know, forget to appreciate it.
Caution.
And
Please
I
mind the
think I
speed.
could do it. Like I'm low-key looking forward to it. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. Hopefully I get to record like it would be fun to do like a long trucking session. But we'll see. You know? We'll see what I end up doing. But it could be good. Man, I'm so glad that guy stopped because we couldn't fit the both of us. Someone said that honking might help. Let's see if we can sneak past it before someone else gets here. Yeah, we're good.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Man, this guy's with his hazards on too. What is going on here? Well, it's a rough place. Okay, we're here.
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah, there it is. Good old Villco.
Turn right.
And it is 8 o'clock at night. Good on fuel, good on time, good on rest. We're just straight up good here.
Turn right. It was a nice ride.
Oh shit. We're gonna need a do-over on that. Entrance, we need to... Man, I forgot how we did this last time. Did we fucking... Let's try this one. See if I can turn it close to this wall here. Think we can do it like this? We're so close to this fence. I might have to do a pull-up, but overall it looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do one pull-up. But overall, I'm feeling pretty good about it. There we go. And there we are. Let's look at some stats. 1,026 kilometers, 30.4 liters per 100. We're doing good, guys. We're doing better. This is okay. I got an idea of a gearbox that can bring this down just a little bit. I don't know what the wheel change, if the wheel change made a huge difference, but we'll kind of keep that as a laboratory thing. 1% damage, that is not good. There was some damage costs. Collision there it is. 1 hour and 2 minutes from Kalamata, Eliarchos to Kavala's Villco. Beautiful Scania S. 19 tons of olive oil for 899 kilometers. 34,365. We paid 5-ish something taxes, 160 credits in fines, I suppose. So maybe it was my fault, that fine, but that didn't... I don't know. Vehicle rent costs. But that is, we own this. I don't know why this is showing up. I'll look into it. Revenue is 23,049 credits. And the score was 4 stars out of 5. 4 stars for damage, 4 stars for distance, 5 stars for fines, 5 stars for fuel economy, 2 stars for mass. Overall, good stats. That was it for today. Thank you so much for taking the time with this. I really appreciate it. And take care of yourself and make smart decisions. You are important and you need to last for a long time. Bye.